Good morning, everybody.
All right, good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome once again to Empowering Morning Conversations. So I wasn't there yesterday and I really missed you all. Today I want us all to review a little bit, our own purpose. I want you to look at yourself today, right now. See, there must have been some reason why you joined Empowering Morning Conversations. Then, okay, what is the reason for you to be in the morning conversations today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow? Let's all find out something specific that we are looking for, right? Or something specific that we are wishing or desiring that should happen in our life. Okay. So can we do that? So I'd like to hear very quickly from everybody that what's your desire? See, people would have come to Empowering Morning Conversation for many reasons. And many of those reasons might have been fulfilled also. Okay, but as we go along on a day-to-day basis, if you look at yourself today, what is it that you desire today or tomorrow or something very important in your life, you're still working on it? So that's what we're looking at today. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Today and tomorrow, holidays for me. What I thought was, during the last almost a year, we learned many things. And I made a notes also. So what I thought was, these 2 days, I want to go through my notes, and I am just planning what I'm able to observe and actually use the tools or whatever it is, what I could not so far, and make a small bullet points and see that it will be implemented soon. That's my priority for the next 2 days, sir.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing from you is that you will use the tools to have those things which you haven't got till now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my question. What is it that you haven't got till now? Well, that's the work we're going to do today. Then what is it that you are not having now? Your biggest desire, which is not getting fulfilled for some reason or the other.
Yeah, same thing, sir. I don't have any target date fixed. And
No, date is fine. What is it you want, which is not happening?
Like good habits, sir, in my life, so that it will be there forever in my life.
Okay. So is there any particular good habit that is not happening in your life?
Yes, sir. Definitely exercise.
But you go to the park every morning and walk.
But that is not, this is simple exercise, sir. I need to do a lot of other stretching and all, which I'm not able to do as per my time. Because you told me that you have to do at fixed time and do it. So once you do it continuously, then it will become a habit, which I could not do it.
Okay, but look at if there are few other more important things which you are not even mentioning today, which are not yet happening, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Those are the important things which have not happened, or you may have given up, or you're still trying. You keep that.
Okay, sir.
Right? Thank you. Yes, Shakti.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. For me, I know a lot of tools from Access Consciousness and whatever you have taught, but I'm not using it consistently, sir. That's my issue. I know that I can, if I use this tool, all of my life will be total ease. Whenever it's required, sometimes I forgot to use that tool. So I need to recall all those things. I need to do that, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There will always be. My question is that what is it that you desire that is not happening in your life?
Actually, I want to learn some technical stuff within a week, but I'm giving up. I feel that it's not possible for me. I don't have a time. All those excuses I'm giving.
Okay, is that it? I mean, are you talking about some of the most important things that you want in your life?
On that one, and then about my marriage, sir, that also I'm procrastinating.
Exactly.
Yes.
See, there are sometimes, the most important things that we desire, we don't want to talk about them. So I wonder why we would like to do that.
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. So keep that in your mind. Who else? What is the most important thing that you desire that's not yet happened? Some has happened, I know that. Yes, Neeti.
Yes, sir. So I would say I have achieved a lot so far, and now I feel what I had initially joined EMC with, what I was looking for, I have achieved, let's say maybe 90% of it. There is one little portion that you're also aware of that I am still striving to achieve. However, now that I feel myself enriched with those tools and a more balanced thought process, I am now looking for direction for growth. How do I move ahead in my life where, I am able to use all of this to achieve more? It is like, this was the biggest goal which I've achieved. Now, what is the next goal do I set? How do I move ahead from here? That is one thing. And yesterday, I experienced a totally new feeling, which I've never experienced before. That is, it was an extreme level of mental fatigue or a burnout where I was not even able to use any tools. So it was like I just spent the day, most of the day in a daze and in a semi-rest state. I tried focusing on 50 different objects. After 2 or 3, I realized I've not been able to do any mental effort or any effort to focus on any tool was also being too much. So that is another thing I wanted to find out. What can I do? I tried to pull energy, but it wasn't happening. Maybe it was just a day that needed me to rest out, but I could not snap out of that mental state yesterday. That is where I would need direction. Thank you.
Okay. Now, the most important thing that you said is, out of all this, you're saying that what's next? I want to know that, right?
Yes.
So here's a question for you. Now, is that something when somebody is going to come and tell you, or you'll have to declare it?
So it has to also come from within me. Definitely it has to come from within me. But then, it is like I am standing in this open field full of light and energy. And maybe all avenues are open, but I don't know how to channel myself. So,
Okay. So very
as
simple.
an elder, I would say a little direction from you, but then again, it has to come from within me also. But then I need a little guidance.
I'll remind you of it. It's very simple. You keep saying what else is possible. And you will have the awareness. What else is possible? That's one. The second tool is, how does it get better than this? See, it's become quite good, isn't it?
Yes.
From where achieved.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now you can still say, see, this is a formula. If something great is happening, even then we'll say, okay, how does it get better than this? See, for you, I think this is the one. How does it get better than this? And the other one is, what else is possible? It's amazing, this tool, okay?
Definitely.
You have this thought in your mind, how does it get better than this? How does it get better than this? What else is possible? What else is possible? What else is possible? And then you let it go. And suddenly possibilities will start appearing.
Okay.
It probably happened that way only in the first place. You remember, we've been asking this question, how does it get better than this? And what else is possible? All right.
Yes.
So keep that in your mind in today's session. All right.
Definitely.
Who else? Yes, Kunayan sir.
Very good morning, sir, and one and all. By the way, sir, Ramadan month has started from today.
So are you fasting?
Fasting has started. But as far as journey with EMC is concerned, a tremendous awareness and lots of learnings to improve or rediscover my life. But
And we don't use the word but, no? And
yeah, I am looking for complete control over creation mode. Time to time, I go back to default mode. And then I was just thinking why I go back to default mode. What I observe is that I have bit point of views about my religious beliefs. And if I don't find someone practicing that, I get disturbed, discouraged, and then I feel upset and go back to default mode of why they're not doing, why all such a stuffs. So I don't find myself at that moment, let it go kind of emotions coming to me. So then I attempt and come back, but it takes time. I want that moment to be in complete allowance, complete acceptance, and let it go, feel free. That's not happening. I would like to have more control of my emotions during those kind of moments.
Yeah, so the first little suggestion to you is get rid of this word control from your vocabulary and even stop thinking control. We cannot control anything. You know, I realized about 25 years ago that no control is absolute control. See, somewhere there is this thing about control that you have. I'm knowing you now for, I think, almost 2 years, right? Now, you think you can have a life of ease and joy if you want to control something, or if you have a desire to control something? I mean, who's controlling what? Yeah. I mean, if you look at the chaos happening in the world today, one would think that God has lost all control of what's happening on this planet. That's one way of looking at it, right? So think about it. I mean, since you are so connected with the Creator, why would He allow all this to happen? Because He's in a state of total allowance, isn't it? He or she or whatever it is. He's allowing all this to happen, right? A lot of things that He says don't do, or He says that these are the rules, you first follow them. How come He's allowing it to happen? It's a good thought, isn't it? If the Creator is in allowance, I mean, who are we to be wanting to control? See, my realization, judging is a big problem, right? It's limiting. You know that by now, I think. The more we try to judge. And where is the desire to judge coming from? I mean, see, whenever you are judging, there is a reference point, isn't it? You're judging with respect to something. If you're judging with respect to something, you want things to be like that only, na? Nothing else is acceptable for you. And that is control, isn't it? क्योंकि जैसे मैं चाहता हूं वैसे होना चाहिए और नहीं हो रहा है तो that is a judgment कि नहीं हो रहा है वैसे ही होना चाहिए. That is control. Am I right?
Yeah, got it.
So like you said, nah, I have no control about being in the creative mode. See, I don't want to control it. I'm noticing, okay, I'm in my default mode now, and all right, let me switch to the create mode. So sometimes we'll be in default mode, sometimes we'll be in create mode. But I got that. Thanks for sharing it, because a lot of people will be in the same boat. Actually, all of us, almost all of us will be in this judging mode or controlling mode when things are not happening my way. That upsets me. That's the way it is, no? Yes, Kasa. After that, Sakshi, I've seen your hand raised. And I must compliment you on your new hairstyle one more time. And also that you've recovered your smile. So that's a wonderful thing that's happened. Yeah, after that, Gautam, you're in the queue. All right. So Kasa, go ahead.
Sir, what I'm looking for is abundance. And in the process of manifesting it, sir.
Okay. So one thing for you, are you in touch with the abundance that you already have?
Yes, sir, and I'm grateful to it.
So are you also aware of the fact that you've pretty much done whatever you wanted to in your life, right? By the way, I saw the picture of your dad today, and he looks like Osho or some very, spiritual man. And I must say that he really gave you the freedom to do whatever you want, right? He could have traveled this industry many years ago and said, "Beta, sit in Salem, no going for races, no going for films." He didn't do that, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. And yet, whatever it is that you call abundance now, that eludes you, right?
Sorry, sir.
I said, whatever it is that you are calling as abundance
Hmm.
is not there for you right now. That's what you're telling.
No, sir. Yeah, whatever I have, that's there. And in terms of liquidity, certain limitations, that's there. But it's getting better. It's
Yeah,
getting
but
better.
see, what I said is, what is it that you desire today? Do you desire freedom from debt for your company?
Yes, sir.
Are you personally in debt?
No,
So it's your company that is in debt, right? You are not.
I'm not in debt.
So what do you desire then? If your company is in debt, you are not in debt.
Yes, sir.
So what do you desire for yourself?
More, more possibilities. I'm working on some movie scripts also.
Yeah,
So
you told me that.
yeah. So to create more possibilities, I can say this way, sir.
For you, no? And also to create for more possibilities that your company is debt free.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your company is growing and prospering. That is what you want, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what you desire, right? So you keep that in mind. That's one of the possibilities. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Sakshi ji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so according to your question, I've been thinking, what is it that I desire today, tomorrow, another 2-3 days. So what I realize is very urgently or immediately, what I need is emotional freedom. To an extent, before some time, I had developed this kind of attitude where whatever is happening to me, like ups and downs, personal, professional, it used to not bog me down. It used to not affect me at all. I used to always feel, okay, this too shall pass and I will be able to face it. But of lately, I'm again entering into a phase where all these things, reach inside. They start affecting me. They start pulling me down. Then I start wondering, how would I deal, how would I handle it, and that keeps on going on in my head. So I again desire to gain that kind of emotional freedom, where whatever is
So you
happening.
desire to have the emotional freedom that
Right,
you're not affected by negative feelings and negative thoughts, right?
right, absolutely.
Okay, great. So we'll work on that today. See, we're going to just putting all this in the spotlight for everybody so that when I do the clearings, it's on the top of your mind today. So Gautam, after that, Abhinav, I've seen both of your hands raised. So go ahead, Gautam.
Yeah, hi everyone. Very good morning to you all. So this is my very first, very first time that I came to the EMC, and meeting Sukhdeep sir in the airport itself is a very coincidental thing, that I must say, because I told him that day itself, sir, somewhere it must be written by God that that we both meet at the airport and you make me join to this EMC. So yeah, it's great. So the very first thing that I see myself that I'm lagging is, I have recently changed my job. I'm a developer. I'm a software developer. I recently changed my job, and I reduced my weight. Like, I was weighing around 107 kilos, and now I'm leading a healthy lifestyle, and I've dropped down to around 70 kilos. Everything is good. I'm earning pretty much well. Recently, I went on a solo trip, which I shared the videos with Sukhdeep sir. But there is something that is lagging. I must say it is emotional. I weep a lot of time. I cry a lot of time when I'm left alone. Okay, so I cry. This kind of cry that I get, it's like unoccasionally. I'm sitting alone. Sometimes at the night, I look at the ceiling, and I cry. Not sure what is the reason. So I feel somewhere emotionally I'm very vulnerable, Though mentally I might be strong, physically I might be looking great, but emotionally I'm lagging somewhere. So I think this is a platform which I've met coincidental. I think I can develop myself more here, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, good, wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing it. So you got something similar to Sakshi that you're looking for. Yes, Abhinav.
So good morning, Deepak.
Morning.
I don't. What I wanted to share was I don't know what I want. In fact, yesterday it's great that you brought up this topic as if I sent you the vibes. Yesterday, as I was coming back from office, sitting in the metro, वो प्यासा पिक्चर का जो गाना है ना, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है? And I was wondering कि like what if everything becomes great in my life, even then my life will not be great.
Yeah. So according to you, what's missing now?
I don't know, Deepak. I don't know.
I mean, why would somebody sing this, be resonating with this song? कि दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है? So there is some sadness there. Or are you saying?
Yeah, but what I will say, just one or two people shared in the group about, and yesterday also someone was telling me, some lady was telling me कि searching for a husband. मैं कहा मन में मैं सोचा होगा कि एक दिन husband मिलेगा, फिर लड़ाई होगी दोनों की, फिर वो कहेंगे क्यों शादी कर दी. Or I met some rich people, very successful rich people few days back. They are also dealing with the same things which rest of the rickshaw wala what is dealing the same the rich people are dealing. So something similar issue they are dealing with. And समझ नहीं आ रहा, maybe I was clear about what I want in life a few days back. Today I'm confused.
Okay. But you know something, this is a wonderful place. I would call it as a place of shunya. There's, when you're empty, you can create anything you want, no?
Yeah.
So if you had, if you've got a blank canvas in front of you, you can create anything, no?
Absolutely.
But you'll have to make a choice, that's what I call as living choice. We are all stuck because we want to make decisions.
Yeah.
What if you could make a choice? So think on it.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Gautam, you're the last. After that, I have a process in mind for you.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and Gautam, welcome, Gautam. That is my liking is to go for the business, entrepreneurship, to start business, but I'm trying, but I'm not able to succeed. Last moment, some hurdle is coming and it is delayed, the process. I think it is really going to be mature today by tomorrow. That is why I'm waiting. And EMC, the discussion will help me to get the strength to make it possible.
All right.
So one thought, whatever we try to attract, when we just trying to be that becomes much easier. Someone expecting love, when they think they are just love, they will be love. Someone looking for is just the thoughts on.
Okay, good one. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. So what I want to share with you is, because I have been also thinking on it since morning, like practically, we all would wish to fulfill all our desires, right? So the question is, what energy, space, and consciousness am I being? Now, listen to me carefully. What energy, space, and consciousness that I'm being that is not allowing my desires to manifest themselves? And anything that is blocking that times a godzillion, will I destroy and uncreate it all? Yes?
Yes.
Good. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, and consciousness am I being that is not allowing me to manifest what I desire? And in anything that is stopping it, times a godzillion, will I destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. So For a few minutes, I would like you to dwell on a couple of things, that as we go about the business in our life, okay, how much of your attention is on giving? See, there are three things your attention can be on. Number one is survival. That means we are doing survival activities. Things you have to do because it's your job, things you have to do because you have to keep your body clean, all the things which are necessary and you have to do them day after day after day. That's survival activities. Okay, just to survive. There's no creation in that. Second kind of activity you're doing is to get something. Consider one thing, that all your survival activities are those where you want to get something. Now, is there any survival activity where you want to give something? Like when you're generous and when you're giving, is that a survival activity? If you don't want to give, if you don't want to contribute, right? That is a survival activity. But if you want to contribute to people, is that a survival activity? So the question to be in for today, ladies and gentlemen, is that, am I going to be opening up the flow into my life if I'm busy judging, if I'm trying to control? So when I say judging means I'm always evaluating everything. Is it good, bad, right, wrong, agree, disagree? That's the state I am in most of the time. Is it going to open the flow of what I wish to receive in my life? Is there energy going to flow into my life? That's number one. Number two, if I have a desire to control something, right? Will there be a flow of energy into my life? Question number three, if all my activities, look at the intent. Mostly energy follows the intent. If my intent is only on taking, okay, and I wish and I feel that, I will only get if I am trying to make an effort to get it, I have to grab it. Which one is better, grabbing, or if somebody wants to give it to you? Which one is better? If you have a desire to grab something, convince something, manipulate somebody to get what you want, is that easy? Or is it easier when somebody wants to give it from themselves? You understand what I mean?
Yes, sir. Somebody wants to give it, sir.
So why is it that receiving is not natural and giving is not natural? We would ideally want people to want to give to us. They should give us respect. They should give us love. Why are they not giving me love? Why are they not giving me respect? Okay. You ask yourself, are you willing to do that yourself? How open are you to respect? Or honor is the word we like to use here. We are so busy judging that we cannot honor anybody. Can you respect somebody if you're judging them? So now we are not willingly giving respect to people. What else are we not giving? See, all the things that you desire to get from people, are you willing to give it to people? And consider the possibility that if I'm not giving anything to anyone freely and generously, but I have a desire to receive from people, then they should be generous and they should give it to me. That's an interesting one, isn't it? So if it is not coming to me, perhaps I'm not the one who's giving. So what is it that I'm not willing to give, So am I in the giving mode or am I on the receiving mode? Am I in a mode that I wish to serve you, or I'm always in the mode that people should serve me, people should make me happy, people should respect me, people should give me what I desire? What energy, what consciousness am I being, to give to others? How many acts of generosity are being performed by me? So you look at that and say, many people say, oh, I don't have anything. What can I give to anyone? Really? So if I'm not receiving what I desire, right, is it because I'm not willing to give to people the same thing that I desire? So that's the thought for you to consider for today. Yeah, so when you come back tomorrow morning, please do share your reflections on, right? Am I willing to give all those things which I'm wanting or desiring to receive? And if you have a desire to give those things, see, it doesn't cost money to honor someone or act and behave with them and honor them like genuinely. It doesn't cost money to love someone. See, maybe you don't have the money to give, but if you help somebody to get something which he desires, somebody wants money. You ask him, why do you want money? He'll say, I desire this. I desire X, I desire Y. Okay, so can I help you to get what you desire? I can't give you money, but can I help you to achieve what you desire? That's a contribution. So when you have a desire to serve, when you have a desire to give, you will naturally find out. I've discovered one thing. If you are committed to something and you're really committed to something, doors will open for you to be able to do that. There is a magic in commitment. But are we only committed to get from people? Or are you also committed to contribute to people? It's a good question. Couple of them, think about it, guys. It's a wonderful session for me. And it's an insight. I've been inquiring into it, so I thought I will let you also in the secret. All right. And a quick input for Gautam Pai, who has joined us today. See, empowering morning conversations is about destroying or rather countering the negativity that we receive day to day. The world is bombarding us with negativity, number one. Number two, we all tend to get into a default mode of living. So in our default mode of living, we are reacting, we are resisting, we are judging, we have a strong desire to control and dominate, right? And we want to shift to a mode where there is freedom, there is joy, there's glory, there's ease, and there's creation. So shifting from the default mode into a create mode, shifting from decision to choice. So all these things happen here. So we give you tools. Today we didn't share any tool, but if you go back to some sessions, you'll find them, or we will share them again. So we have tools, we have conversations that empower everybody. So thank you very much, everybody, for being a part of that journey. Yes, Kunen?
A quick question, sir, for all of us. Time to time, if we go back to default mode, what the first action shall we take to come back to create mode?
Well, recognize that you are in the default mode. That is the first action.
Okay, thank you.
See, it's very interesting that the moment you recognize you are in the default mode, are you in the default mode anymore?
No.
You have an awareness, right? And that awareness, you can immediately say, okay, how does it get better than this? Because in the default mode, there is going to be resistance, which you will recognize. There is going to be a reaction that you will recognize. And if you are in a state of resistance for any reason, very simple, ask yourself, what is there for me to learn in this situation? What is there for me to learn in this situation? And you might realize that there's some learning there. The moment you get that learning, that situation will change and you'll be out of the default mode. And remember, guys, every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Right? On that note, guys, thank you very much for being there for me and for everybody and being a part of this wonderful family. And let us send a lot of empowering, loving, kind energies to each and every person on this group. Right? And special for Sakshi, and special for Gautam, and special for Pooja, and special for Kunen, and special for Shakti, and special for Pooja and everybody. Yes, Pooja, you want to say something? Please go ahead.
Good morning, all. So, Deepak sir, I have one question. At times, we feel that this desire is mine, but internally, I mean, we're really not sure that this is mine or coming from somewhere else, coming from society or coming from conditioning or coming from. So, we always ask, is it mine or someone else?
Why do you
But
have
how
to
do-
ask, is it mine? You simply say, who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? And if you feel light, what do? You say, send it back to the sender with consciousness attached. You know
Yeah.
that very well, no?
Yes.
Bhool gaye. Pooja,
I'm not practicing it. I will regular practice.
where are you? Are you in Mumbai or are you in Delhi?
I'm in Delhi.
ठीक है, तो दिल्ली वालों की तो आदत है ना हर जगह लेट आने की। तो आज भी लेट ही आई हो आज में।
Sir, I was in another session. Sorry.
ठीक है, वो ज्यादा जरूरी है तो उसको करो।
नहीं.
Okay, Gunen sir, you and Kuldeep sir's Shairi I have not listened for much time. And by the way, those who have to leave can leave. I think as soon as the Shairi is over, we end the session for today. We start with Kuldeep ji. Kuldeep ji, Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, good morning.
सर नमस्कार सर। कहते हैं चलो जिंदगी की एक नई शुरुआत करते हैं।
वाह वाह, चलो जिंदगी की नई शुरुआत करते हैं।
चलो जिंदगी की एक नई शुरुआत करते हैं। जो उम्मीद दूसरों से करते थे वो अब खुद से करते हैं।
जो उम्मीद दूसरों से करते थे वो खुद से करते हैं। ऑलराइट, वेरी नाइस, थैंक यू सो मच। हाँ जी कुनेन जी, आप
जी
क्या
जनाब।
फरमा रहे हैं?
दो शेर अर्ज करना चाहूंगा। एक तो अभिनव जी के लिए कि जिंदगी गुजर गई सबको खुश करने में, जिंदगी गुजर गई सबको खुश करने में, जो खुश हुए वो अपने नहीं थे और जो अपने थे वो कभी खुश नहीं हुए।
वाह 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 वाह।
Dedicated to Abhinav ji.
You please translate it, because many people don't know it, so they won't understand this. Zindagi guzar gayi, I have spent a lifetime pleasing others.
जी।
What's the second line?
जो खुश हुए वो अपने नहीं थे,
अच्छा, those who became happy, they were not ours.
जो अपने थे वो कभी खुश नहीं हुए।
And those who were mine never got happy. Not bad.
एक जो दूसरा अर्ज किया है हम सभी लोगों के लिए, all this wonderful in this August gathering is that हुआ करती हैं दुश्वारियों से ही आसानियां पैदा, हुआ करती हैं दुश्वारियों से ही आसानियां पैदा, बड़े नादा हैं मुश्किल को जो मुश्किल समझते हैं, बड़े नादा हैं जो मुश्किल को मुश्किल समझते हैं।
Wow, 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 wow.
That was.
So that one I will explain the next time. You only explain it the next time, but we've got to stop now. All right, guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning for another session of Empowering Morning Conversations. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.
Happy Navratri and happy Ramadan to all.
Happy Gudi Padwa and happy, what is the other one in Andhra? What's it called? A Gudi. Whatever it's called.
Ugadi, sir.
Ugadi. Happy Ugadi. Okay, bye.
Bye, sir.
Stay safe.